So Bill Gates, everybody's favorite billionaire, of course, has been made some interesting moves in the stock market recently. It was a couple of days ago, the Q3 2023 filings came out, so late 2023. We get to see inside the stocks that these famous super investors, so to speak, what are they buying, what are they selling? And I have looked at Warren Buffett. He made some interesting sells. Bill Gates, though, is doing something completely different to Buffett, which is, I've never seen him do something like this ever before. He's buying an absolute ton of stocks. I don't know how much it is. It's like 30. I added them all together. It might have been like 39 different stocks. Just buying very small chunks in all of these stocks. Microsoft, Apple, Chevron, Amazon, Morgan Stanley, Procter and Gamble. He's buying so many stocks. He's never done this before. Look at his history. I've followed what Bill Gates has been doing for a while. He's never made so many moves in different stocks. Look at this. The previous quarter, he just made 2 moves. The quarter before that, 2 moves. The quarter before that, 4 moves. This one he made maybe 13 moves. But 40 different moves, and all of them, except for one stock, is all buys. This is very odd behavior. And even weirder, I guess, is you take a look at the stock that he's selling, and that's Berkshire Hathaway. The only stock that he sold this quarter is Berkshire Hathaway. He reduced it by 10.4%, and this was the largest move that he made out of all of the stocks. So Berkshire Hathaway, that's a good quality stock, good quality company run by Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's his good friend, and he's selling it. Not sure what to make of that. Maybe it's just he wants to reduce his position slightly. There could be some technical thing behind it. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. It's a decent portion. It's his largest move that he's made this quarter, and it was the only stock that he sold the whole quarter, Berkshire Hathaway. But then, okay, we look at the stocks that he's bought, which is a ton. The one interesting thing I'll point out about the stocks that he's bought is they're very small percentages of his overall portfolio. Look at this, nothing, 0.01%, 0.02% in Microsoft. Listen, it's 60,000 shares of Apple. It's a big buy for anyone, but for Bill Gates, it's literally like nothing. 0.02% of Apple, 0.02% of Meta, Adobe, just these tiny little buys, and he's never really done it before. I've never seen him do something like this before. I'm thinking, just why is he? I don't understand why he's doing it. Maybe he's doing something similar to me, which is I like to buy very, very small portions of stocks, just dip my feet into them, just so I can learn more about the company, stocks that I like. And then if I find something that I really don't like about the company, I'll just sell out of it. Just a way of dipping my toes in and learning more about this particular stock. Maybe he's doing something like that, except he's doing it in 39 stocks, which I've never done before. I just would do it in 1 or 2 every quarter, something like that. But 39 or whatever it is, I don't know why he's doing it. I don't know if it's tax rules. I don't know if it's, as I said, just dipping his toes in. I guess the annoying thing about it all is he doesn't, unlike Warren Buffett, he doesn't come and explain his different moves. He just does them, and we have to try to figure out why he's doing them. But that's what he's doing. So let's take a look at his overall portfolio now. What's his portfolio looking like? Those are what's he's bought, but where's his balance sheet? Where is most of his positions? So massively is Microsoft. He still owns a huge chunk of Microsoft of his portfolio, 32%. This is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Trust. Then you got Berkshire Hathaway is 20%, Canadian National Railway 15%, Waste Management 13%, Caterpillar 5%, Deere & Co 4%. So if you add all of those together, that's 50, 65, 78, 83, 80. So 89% of his portfolio is in just these stocks. So Microsoft, Berkshire, Canadian, Waste Management, Caterpillar, and Deere is where Gates has most of his money for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Trust. Another thing you just need to be aware of is this is just his USA stocks that he has to legally declare. This does not include his international stocks or anything like that. It's not required. And also, it doesn't include what he's shorting. Famously, Bill Gates, it was 2 years ago or a year ago, said that he's shorting Tesla. Musk was not happy about it because of the whole climate change things. How can you short a stock like Tesla, which is doing so much for climate change, when you say you're for climate change? So we don't know if he's still shorting Tesla. We don't know how much, a position of his portfolio is shorting the market. Also, he said he would like to short Bitcoin if there's an easy way to do so. So I'm not sure if he's got any shorts in cryptocurrency, but that's not included in this portfolio. So just remember that. And also what's not included is other types of buys like property and farmland. Famously, it was like 2021, if we found out he was buying a ton of farmland in the United States. As you can see here, it says he owns roughly 242,000 acres. According to a 2022 report from the US Department of Agriculture, there are 895 million acres of farmland in the US, and Gates owns 242,000. So that's 0.03%. It's not, massive, but it is massive, if that makes sense. It's not like massive as a percent of the total farmland, but for one person to own so much, it's interesting. So that's his portfolio. Another thing you need to note down is we don't know how much of the decisions are Bill Gates and how much is Michael Larson, because Michael Larson is the American money manager and chief investment officer for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Trust, and Bill Gates' Bill Gates' personal fortune through Cascade Investments. So my guess is Larson's probably making a large amount of these moves, but maybe he has to talk to Gates before he buys. I'm not sure how it works. So that's what Bill Gates is doing.